While local Congressman Juan Vargas is demanding President Trump be removed from office. Vargas is blaming the president for Wednesday's riots in Washington, where supporters of the president stormed the U.S. Capitol.
But as the days goes on, he becomes crazier and crazier. We have to stop this. Because he's been banned from Twitter, he's become completely irresponsible now, very angry, and at the same time, he has his hands on all of the nuclear codes. He could launch a nuclear attack tomorrow.
Vargas went on to say the president knew what he was doing by directing his supporters to walk to the Capitol building. President Trump released a video the next evening condemning the rioters and violence. Meanwhile, the FBI is tracking down some of those rioters who broke into the Capitol. As arrests pile up, so do the calls from lawmakers that President Trump be removed from office. Charles Watson has that.
It's over! You better run, cops!
Authorities making more arrests of individuals involved in Wednesday's riot at the Capitol. 33-year-old Jacob Chansley, infamously seen inside the building dressed like a Viking, bare-chested and carrying a spear, called police to confess and was taken into custody Saturday. The FBI this week also charging 60-year-old Richard Barnett, seen in photos with his feet up inside Speaker Pelosi's office. Adam Johnson, he was seen carrying Pelosi's lectern out of the building. And Derek Evans, a newly elected West Virginia lawmaker who resigned from his position after streaming himself at the raid live on Facebook. The chaos Wednesday has triggered calls for the president to resign for his role in inciting the violence or face a second impeachment.
Donald Trump must be removed from office immediately and thrown out of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue and forever banished to the dustbin of history.
And it's not just Democrats leading the effort. A number of House and Senate Republicans are also saying the president committed impeachable offenses.
I do think the president's behavior this week does disqualify him from serving. But we've got 10 days left, 11 days left. I don't know whether logistically it's actually even really possible or practical.
With just a few days left in the president's term, a potential impeachment would be largely symbolic, but it could cause Trump to lose his post-presidency pension and other perks and disqualify him from running again in 2024. House Democrats could introduce articles of impeachment against the president as early as Monday. Charles Watson, Fox News.